I mean, obviously you get guys like Austin, Connor, and Kucherov, Pasternak, and there's a long list of unbelievable players. But no one's won as much as he has, right? And he was my favorite player growing up between him and Patrick Kane. So I'm still a big fan of him, still a big fan of the game, and what he's done is remarkable, right? So nothing but respect for Sid.
You guys played the game you played against Columbus. How do you respond tonight, in particular, helping out your goaltender?
Yeah, I think we already kind of responded the way we wanted to. Now we just got to carry that momentum into tonight, right? You come back from 5-goal deficit. Obviously, that's a lot of positive momentum, and I mean, big test tonight against a good team in Pitt and veteran savvy. So looking forward to it.
It looks like Martin is starting. What do you like about his game and goal?
You know, he's been so good for so long that, I mean, you wouldn't expect anything different. I mean, he's so sound back there, so calm and collected, and obviously a veteran that's been around for a while and had a lot of success on the biggest of stages. So we're really lucky to have him.
Do you expect to play tonight?
Yes.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel good. It's been a long time coming, so excited to get back out there and get my game going again.
What's been the hardest part of the recovery, just given the nature of the injury you suffered?
I don't know. It's kind of a slow injury to rehab. You walk around in a boot for some time and then slowly increase your workload. But foot feels good now, so I'm ready.
How difficult Timothy has been in the last week or so with minimal practice time to try to get up to that?
Yeah, it's just we're in a part of the season right now where there's not a lot of room for practice. So I just been trying to go hard in morning skate and working with the skills coaches and stuff like that. So I feel pretty good.
How tough way to come back with Sidney Crosby did the hip on
Tough player, whether you've been injured or not. But we're excited for a challenge, and I'm sure it'll be a good game.
Do you think your experience with Morgan in the past will work out for you in your transition to coming in?
Yeah, good. I mean, I said like we played before. Now we place, and he's one of the best defensemen in the league. So fun to be back playing with him.
Do you expect to play tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I expected to play today. I want to play every game, but yeah, it was frustrating that I had to get held off for those 2 games just because I wasn't 100%. So, but I'm excited to be back.
How much did it knock you down?
Yeah, without getting into too much detail, I mean, it's just I wasn't able to play. I wasn't able to lace him up. I kind of was bedridden for a day or two, and but yeah, happy it's kind of out of me, and I can kind of focus on just getting back in and and contributing.
Obviously, you're worried about yourself and your team, but when you see the season Crosby is having, how would you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, it's no shock, right? He's a tremendous player, and it's pretty cool that I get to play against him. And I think he's been unreal for them. Obviously, he's a good leader and a really great player. So no shock that he's having a good season again, and that he's kind of leading their team.
What's been kind of the lessons you've taken over the course of this season? Where I imagine you've enjoyed playing with 34, but with that, you're seeing a lot of the top matchups on the other side of the night too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult challenge on a daily basis to play against their best D and their best forwards. But yeah, I mean, I think those guys help me out a lot. Willie and Austin. I think that they, carry a big load, and I think they really help with communication and just kind of taking charge. I kind of just follow their footsteps and follow their example, and I think it just makes the game a little bit easier for me.
Who's in? Who's out? Can you say?
Brody's going to be a game time decision. He's just sick, and we kept him away this morning, so we'll see how he is this afternoon, and that will determine how everything else falls into place. But Liljegren will be back tonight.
What do you expect from Timothy in the fact that he hasn't really had a lot of practice time?
Yeah, that's been the challenge with trying to getting him back up to speed. We had thought, or at least sort of expected to have a practice for him yesterday, but ultimately determined for the rest of the group that the day off was going to be more important. So that is going to be a bit of a challenge for him, but at the same time, I think even just watching in the morning skate today, like this is a tough segment of the schedule here for us in terms of the volume of games and such that we've played. It's the busiest stretch we've had all season. He looks like a guy that's refreshed and excited and anxious to play. So to that end, he should help us, especially with his feet and the way he can skate. That's been a challenge for us getting out of our zone. So expect him to help us there, and have to monitor his minutes and monitor how he's doing in the game. And depending on Brody's status, it's going to impact the matchups and the things that he may face, Liljegren may face. But he's a good player for us, and he was playing well when we lost him.
Give me an update on Ryan Reeves' history, Sheldon?
Yeah, we don't have exact timeline, but all I would say is just it's not as bad as it appeared. In fact, I was talking with him yesterday. He was riding the bike, so he's it's encouraging that way. He is going to end up going on the IR, but not a long-term thing.
Martin Jones?
Jones will play tonight, yes.
Calling off yesterday's practice, was that flu bug related or just rest?
A little bit of everything. We were really on the fence about how to handle it. We haven't practiced. I think we're 12 days or something like that now since we've had a practice, so we were anxious to have a practice day. But again, it's been a real busy stretch of games for us here of late, so it's a combination of rest and just the way the illnesses have been creeping up on us, and some guys that have been kind of playing through it and others that were unable to come to the rink. And just all those things combined, just thought a day away would be best course for us. And that's kind of the rhythm we've been in here, right? We've been taking days off and having full morning skates. And guys, for the most part, have responded well to that. So we figured we'd stay with it with a practice day coming here now on Monday.
What do you like about the way Martin has played just a few times you've seen him in that?
Yeah, just confident, I guess. And I think that comes through his experience. I don't think he's rattled by anything that has come his way. His first, appearance in the net for us was coming in relief for an injured Joseph Wall there in Ottawa, and didn't face him in that spot. And he made some saves for us down the stretch there, and played good for us the other night when he was in there. And he has confidence, and that gives the group confidence.
Consider going back to Liljegren?
Yeah, we did. We just, talking about it and looking how things roll out here for us the next little bit. We thought it was a good chance to just get Jones back in there. And, but on Samsonov, I think, especially going back through it, looking at it, we didn't give him a chance to really to be good to start well the other night. I thought the first 2 goals he has no chance on, and that's all on us. We have full possession of the puck, and then you turn it over. There's no structure in front of him, no chance to defend it and help him out. So now he's playing in a game instead of trying to, getting comfortable and feeling good in the game. There's that much more pressure on him where we're not scoring. Then one goes in off the back wall and off his back, and things are tough. And he's got to find a way to make the next save. But the message for me is just whether it's forward supporting our defense or the defense supporting the goalies, or all 5 people helping the goalie. We gotta do a better job in front of them. Give everybody on the ice a chance at success. Same with our breakouts. We can do different things. Forwards can help out to take some pressure off our defense and ease the forecheck that we're facing a little bit. To help our D, help our breakouts, all these things. That's where we really got to do a better job, and we'll be put to the test in that regard tonight for sure.
Sheldon, a little odd for you tonight. Kyle back in the building, given your past, obviously, and the relationship you guys had, both as workers and Brendan.
Yeah, it's not odd to me, I'll be honest. It's literally the first time that's entered my mind today. We talked about this when we were in Pittsburgh. You don't coach against general managers. We're diving into the video. We're preparing to play against their team. All that other stuff is for you guys to talk about, but it's not on my mind.
How would you describe this season that at 36 Sidney Crosby is having?
It's a world-class player that, from all accounts, seems to have world-class habits and details in terms of how he prepares and takes care of himself, and allows you to be good for a long time. I think that's so important. I've talked about that a bunch here. With Tavares' years, getting to his 1,000 points. Getting to 1,000 points, you talk about longevity and taking care of yourself and adapting. all these kind of things, and certainly seems to be the case there. If you're going to play at that level for such a long time, you just can't do it unless you've got those types of habits and away from the rink and away from the game, probably most importantly, and it seems that he has that.
According to the league stats, you're leading the conference in hits. Your team. I just wonder if that everyone knows it sort of varies game to game. Just curious what your own numbers are telling you.
I think we've added some guys this season, and I think that have helped us in that regard. But I don't put a lot of stock into that. Quite frankly, it's probably more reflective of the fact we haven't had the puck nearly as much this year as we have in past years. So when you don't have it as much, you're defending more, and that those numbers tend to rise. But there was a time when I dug into those numbers a little bit more to see around the league just how accurate or inaccurate they were, and when you spend any sort of time to see what they call a hit and what they don't, and you realize you probably shouldn't be spending much time looking at it.